It is Monday of Ironman week, the 13th. Doing a lunch run, super light shakeout. It's actually really nice. It was like raining a lot. So do this, keep some movement in, do about 4 miles, just super easy. And then got to pack, which I've been thinking about a lot. That's going to be brutal because I just don't really know what to expect. But I have to pack this afternoon, do a comedy show. And then I don't know if I'm going to pack the bike yet, or maybe I'll do a bike workout in the morning, but we'll start the run. First mile, 9:15. Sun's great. This is what it's like at Ironman. We'll be fine, but yeah, 9:15, 3 miles to go. All right, 2 miles in. We kind of cooked the downhill a little more than I was expecting, but 8:51. Heart rate staying around 125, so it's a good run so far. Just can't believe how nice it is. Okay, so we're in the process of packing. I'm just going to show what's in the race day gear. All of my costumes, Happy Halloween, or kits that I'll need for Ironman California. So here, that's the wetsuit in the suit bag, a tri-suit, the swim cap, the goggles, and then flip-flops that I'll get rid of at the start of the swim because it's 2 miles away from the transition area. And then we go into bike, which will be the tri-suit. I have these like bibless shorts, and then some socks. Then we'll wear the bike shoes. Then we'll transition and we'll go shorts, tank top, socks, running belt that'll have my number on it, running shoes, need my sunglasses, recovery slides, a safety float for if I do a practice swim, goggle defogger for the swim, and then sunscreen, body glide, chamois butter. Is everything that will be in the race bag. Still missing the helmet, which is downstairs in the bike, of course, but we'll just load those on the car. We'll try to fit it all into this bag. So let's see. I can't snap with that hand. Let's see. All fit in there. And you're wondering, am I bringing the motivation? Am I bringing this medal? You bet your sweet ass. But that's all packed. Everything in there, wetsuit, helmet. There's a bike pump. You can see it right there, a little compressor. Now we start the hard part, which is just like packing normal clothes for essentially I'll be gone Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, Monday, Tuesday. I guess it'll be just about 8 days worth of packing. So I always try to be as light as possible. So we'll go ahead and do that and almost be done. All right, it's time to take the bike off the trainer for the last time for the foreseeable future. But gotta take that up, and then I gotta put that on the car, and then we'll start our trip this afternoon. On the road, the bike is on the rack. The rack shakes a little bit. Stopped it in and out. Halfway to the first halfway point, so feels good, I guess. Halfway to Sacramento, a little ice cream and food stop. We're in Sacramento, right there, in the Airbnb. Cruise Thursday. Tomorrow we'll do the check-in, probably a practice swim, and then just try to eat. This is the B&B. It's kind of weird because there's no TVs. A little grocery haul. Still figuring out because I'm tired, but did it in 10 minutes. So we little pizza and veggies tonight. That'll be about 2,000 calories. French toast sticks for one of the breakfasts. Chocolate milk, bacon, eggs, cheese, sandwich meat, bagels, yogurts, cookies, granola bars, oatmeal, bananas, muffins, chips, more bagels, apples, peanut butter. So just kind of real basic stuff because I think we'll go get lunch pretty often and probably do a dinner. So super stoked. We'll get down to the check-in tomorrow and see what that's like. Did see someone at the Safeway, the grocery store. A couple people actually shopping for Ironman, so pretty tight. I just walking to check in now. Nice day. Finish up athlete briefing. The whole process is pretty overwhelming, but now we got to go pick up the director from the airport. Here's what the transition area looks like: empty. Porta potties, changing tent, bike somewhere. Bib number is 1233. So tomorrow we'll come drop off the bike. Did the athlete briefing check-in. Overwhelming, lot going on, but they give you a backpack. $1,000 gets you a backpack. White and blue and orange and black. 34 liters. But then you also get somewhere in here all the other stuff. So I am 1233, so close to 1234. And then I have the swim cap I wear so they can see me in the water. This will be all of this is the athlete packet, and this is all the bike stickers and all of that stuff, which I'll do in a moment. And then we get, so this is the morning, this is your morning clothes bag. So like when I change into my wetsuit and then take the shuttle to the river, whatever I'm wearing I want to send back, I can put in here. So that's like a jacket or socks or whatever, a t-shirt. Goes in here, goes back to the start. You put your number, they'll give me a sticker, put my number right there. And then you have personal needs. So again, put your number up there, and then I'll toss in obviously 3 bottles of nutrition and maybe some Nerds or some chamois butter or something there. And then run personal needs. I don't know what I'll put in there. Maybe some chamois butter, maybe some Nerds. Bike gear bag. So this will have my helmet, my shoes, and my like bibless shorts will be in here, and my sunglasses and socks. So we'll pack that. And maybe my computer as well, or bike computer thing. And then run gear. This will have my run shoes, shorts, sunscreen, all that. And I actually don't know what this is. Maybe it's a flag. This is, oh, it is. I was actually looking to buy this, so it's just free. A good, durable good. Wow, would you look at that? All right, we're gonna pack this stuff. Shoulder hurts. Breakfast number 1. Breakfast portion number 2. The final portion 3. Today is Wednesday after the Ironman. So we'll go through the race, I guess. Sunday morning, we got up at 4:30. I had like a big or whatever. We made our way over to transition. The goal is to finish one buoy at a time, one aid station at a time. See what we get done. The goal is finish. Everything goes perfect, we'll be under 14. Pretty dark, you know. Get over there, a bunch of people, great energy, good noise. Just kind of dropped off my stuff. Inflated my tires, which was nice. I was at 92 PSI on my tires. And then just made sure everything was right in the transition area, and then headed over to the shuttle, which took me to the swim, which was just a school bus. I guess of the 3,000 athletes, one of the school buses blew a tire in like the 8-minute ride over there. So I wasn't on that one, thankfully, but we get to the park, you just stretch, warm up, and then you get in the corral. They do the national anthem, and you set up by time. So I set up for a non-flow assisted swim to be about 120, 130 range. And then you're just in the corral with 3,000 people. So it's a long time waiting. And it's kind of gross because everyone's in a wetsuit. I was wearing sandals, but like some people are using water to pour down their wetsuits to hide the fact that they're peeing while they're just in the corral. And so that's kind of gross, but you make your way through. We get to the start. They're doing 4 athletes every 5 seconds. And then we start the swim, right? The swim on the American River, non-flow assisted. You do like 70 yards out diagonally, and then you start the swim. I did that as a practice swim on Friday, and I hurt my shoulder. I don't know, I think it's because the water was cold. The water was like 62 degrees, and I think I might have just tensed up a little bit. And so my right shoulder was just super bummed from Friday, Saturday, and even the swim Sunday. But I'm glad I did the practice swim because the course felt super easy. Like we did the 70 yards out around the first turn buoy, and then 1.2 miles down the Sacramento River, or American River. Again, that was like 62 degrees. And then you had the confluence of the Sacramento River, which had a pretty significant flow to it, but it was also 10 degrees colder. It felt like it probably was like 53 degrees. So it was noticeably hitting a wall of cold. But then you just kind of fly down that river. So I ended up doing the 2.4 mile swim in an hour and 7 minutes.
Back here for the turnaround. It's actually a 2-loop bike course. So you'll see them come around on the turn and then go back on
Out
out.
of the water.
Great job, everybody. Big smile. Come on. You're done with the swim. You're a third of the way done with the race. The fun part now, getting on that bike and going fast for 112 miles, or just riding for 112 miles. You guys are gonna have a great day. Beautiful day here. Best running day.
Yeah, buddy!
Yeah.
Ow, ow!
Have fun out there.
Got onto the bike.
Who's you chatting with? Woo!
Let's go, Julian!
Yeah!
And then started the bike ride. So the bike ride, it was fine. I hit all the power goals I wanted to. I pushed 193 watts the entire time. There's one section of it that you hit 4 times with like chip seal, which is just like rocks glued together basically. That sucked. I'm not gonna lie. That just like, I saw so many accidents. I saw people getting taken out by an ambulance there, crashes, flat tires. It's only like maybe a 5-mile stretch. That portion sucked. Babel Slaw. Every time I went over that, I was like, I wouldn't be mad if I stopped riding. But did that out. Went on the way out. Headwinds were like the first lap, first 28 out, 28 back was no headwinds really, pretty light. I was doing like maybe 16 to 17 miles an hour, and then on the way back, I was doing probably 17 to 19 depending. And then the second loop.
No, he's...
Second loop sucked. I went to personal needs, nutrition went fine, stomach felt great. Then the headwinds picked up to like 5 to 8 miles an hour winds for my timing, and that just really, I was executing my plan, but it was just a little bit slower than I'd like to. And my hamstring started to really hurt, which was fine. So we did 28 miles back, and then towards the back half of the last loop, just toppled over on the bike at an aid station with a little bit of a pile up. So bruised my elbow a little bit, but it was fine. Ultimately ended the bike at 7 hours. It was a moderate bike. It just wasn't pretty. It wasn't beautiful. The headwinds kind of sucked. I think that's where on-road riding would have helped more to be more aerodynamic. I just have a bigger frame, and I think my bike was a little small, so being an aero for me wasn't as aerodynamic as others. But there are definitely a lot of people flying around. Someone got hit by a car in the turnaround point, or bumped, I should say. Yeah, a lot of flat tires, a lot of broken forks, a lot of bottles dropped on the road. A couple people flew into the ditch. So the tough part about the bike is on those roads, the farm roads, there's a 6 or 7 inch drop off the side of the road to the gravel. So it wasn't like you could just safely convene around some things. Once you came off, you're kind of flying. So definitely saw a lot of injuries there. So hopefully those people are all right. But overall, nutrition went well. Felt pretty good coming off the bike. So that was 7 hours.
Coffee wasn't bad.
Went through transition again, put on the shoes, then the run out. The run I wasn't a huge fan of. First you do a 10K out just through at that point it was 81, 83 degrees, direct sunlight, no wind, onto this gravel back road. The first 2 miles I was doing 9:30s. And then I think at mile 3, once I got to the third aid station, I kind of just slowed down and just started to take the experience in, because I had never had a doubt that I wasn't going to finish. The body felt fine. My hamstring was a little sore, but I think I was enjoying more seeing what other people were doing and how they were interacting with the race. And so I started to pick up more of a walk-run approach, walk the aid stations, run a little bit after, run to the next aid station.
Good work, Julian! Woo!
So warm.
Ooh.
I have ice in my butt.
And that's where you see a lot of the energy coming through. So you do the 10K out, or 10K out and back, and then you start another out and back. And that's where over the bridge you see a lot more people cheering you on. And that's the cool part. I think that's the part I enjoyed the most, was just seemed like a lot of the spectators were having a great time. It was great weather. There's always things moving. People are in high spirits. Having a really great support crew helps. They made some great signs. We have this one from Severance that says, "Your Audi does an Ironman for fun." That was a good one. I saw this one coming out of the swim. The classic from my training, the Muffin Motivation. Really enjoyed this one. Saw this one towards the end of my run. We have another Severance run that says, "This race is mysterious and important. Please enjoy each mile equally," which is kind of hard to do. And then classic, right? Pain, that is for lesser men. For this day on, I know no pain, which is Dr. Doom. So it was cool to have a dope support system and these fun signs. Really enjoyed that part. The run itself, I think I did 5:30 or something like that.
Got this, babe. No. Bye, buddy. Strong work. Woo! Killing it!
5 miles left in my life.
3 miles behind you, Julian. She coming. Hoo-ha, Bob, win, high.
Woo! Julian!
run was weird though because I finished post sunset, and so as you run, I ran into the sunset and then it just got dark, like pitch black dark out on these gravel roads. Like you change on the run so many different surfaces between asphalt and trail and gravel and soft pack, and cobblestone going through like Old Town Sacramento. That it's just kind of crazy terrain changes. And so again, I wasn't pushing it, but I did see some people, bite the dust there. The aid stations were sick. I didn't do any caffeine the entire time. I had a Coke at mile 17 and I had a bone broth at mile 21 and 23. But overall it was super fun. I understand the experience. Glad I did it. I finished. They gave me this sweet little medal. And my finishing time was 14 hours, 11 minutes, 11 seconds. Then you get this shirt. And then you get this hat. But ultimately what you start to realize when you do an Ironman is that like the Ironman is the training portion. The race is the celebration. And so I really just took all that in, took my time, didn't get hurt, felt great the next day. Do have like a little bit of chafing from my wetsuit, or not my wetsuit, from my tri-suit. But everything felt great. I think I burned, according to my Garmin, maybe like 8,000 calories, 10,000 calories, something like that. Probably consumed, 7,000 or so. Again, no stomach problems. Did see some people, I don't understand it, but like people going to the bathroom on the bike. I don't get it. It's not for me. Like it's not that serious to me. And it seems like a crazy rash to do that in the middle of the bike, and then go hug your family afterwards. But hey, everyone's got their own thing. Super stoked to finish. 48-week plan. We got it done. I feel great. Didn't hurt anything. Yeah, man, that's Operation Ironman. I appreciate you all that did watch. I never really meant for this to be like a crazy journey or for people to like find it. I just put it up there for my own documentation. I got a lot of tips from you all that watched and supported. Those who sent me texts or emails or messages, appreciate you. Officially, I guess, an Ironman finisher.
Julian Gray, you are an Ironman. Heather Bullis Cruz, you are an Ironman. Sanjay Rana, you are an Ironman.